I'm a firm believer that it is a perfect alignment to want to do well and want to do good in the world.
Many of the best entrepreneurs, the sharpest, the most dynamic, the most creative, are moving towards the social sector and are interested in building businesses that have a social or environmental mission.
All entrepreneurs work tirelessly to create innovation that's going to make it in the marketplace. We are focusing on those entrepreneurs whose innovation is addressing solutions to society's really big challenges, and that are doing it in a marketplace that allows them to sustain their work over time.
For me, this exciting move towards social entrepreneurship is in bringing more sustainability into social impact.
Real change requires long-term investment. You have to guard that financial bottom line in order to ensure that we're all around making a positive impact in the community 5, 7, 10, 20 years from now.
People are increasingly realizing that the companies that have good values and pay attention to the community and the environment and how they're treating their employees are also the companies that are increasingly doing well financially.
RUNA is a social enterprise that improves livelihoods for indigenous farming families in the Amazon. Having lived and worked in the Amazon, I saw that there are communities that really struggle to support their families. I recognized that creating a social enterprise could create more tangible impact and value than the other routes that we had in front of us.
Even though the majority of lobster product is harvested in Maine, there isn't a lot of lobster processing plants in Maine, and there isn't a lot in the labor market for the unskilled and semi-skilled labor. We're filling a very important niche in the market. During high season, we had 65 open positions, all of which were filled.
Moving Forward Education is a tutoring and mentoring organization, and we've dedicated ourselves to serving some really deeply underserved populations in our community. So we've really embraced this double bottom line in our own work, and it's helped us remain sustainable in the face of a shifting landscape of policy and politics in our market.
eMoneyPool is an online version of an old world lending model. When people can't turn to banks, the best way that they can access capital to start a business, to buy a car, is turning to each other. This is a great way for them to access the mainstream financial system using something that they already know and understand.
WORKSQUARE is a temporary staffing agency, but we founded it specifically to move low-income workers into permanent jobs. For us, our focus on both the social return and a financial return is what has set us apart and made us successful in our industry. I can't imagine doing anything else with my life. There's nothing that I find as stimulating, as challenging than using the tools of business to solve social challenges.
When you're in business, you really work hard all the time. You don't have that many opportunities to learn from your peers, but we know from our experience across the board that peer learning is really powerful. And that's why we created this peer-to-peer video series, Entrepreneur Exchange. This series is designed to provide easily digestible, focused pieces of information on the kinds of things that the entrepreneurs really want to know early on. Customer acquisition, building an organization, particularly workforce, social impact, investing, and scale. This is the beginning of a conversation. There's lots of tidbits of great information in here. It's an opportunity that we hope we're creating for entrepreneurs to talk among themselves, and we hope this will grow and continue over time and take on a life of its own.